Now that you've completed your skull, we're going to move on to our reference guides. Make sure you have them. We're working on our patterns. They look like this. And I'll refer to them off and on throughout this video. So make sure you have your example pattern reference sheets for your sugar skulls. We're going to go ahead and work on our pattern work. Traditionally, all sugar skulls in the center of the eye have a flower. So we're all going to start the same way this time. So you can draw any type of flower you want. Remember, draw lightly at first. That way if you don't like it, it is easier to erase. I'm drawing a little bit harder so it can be shown up on camera. Doesn't matter what kind of flower, check out your reference sheet. And if you don't like any of those, we can always check the internet for more if you'd rather. There, I've centered my flower and this fills a good portion of my eye. After that, we're going to now add radial pattern. That is a pattern that goes around something. We're going to go around our eye. You can have any type of pattern you like. Check out your sugar skull pattern sheet for reference. Today, I'm going to add some shapes that are kind of like leaf or flower petals to my eye. This pattern, I'm going to continue to a certain point and then add a smaller pattern underneath it. My main pattern is this one. It'll go around my skull. But remember that radial pattern we were talking about? Here's where it comes into play. I wanted petals. I'm going to try to have ones that have a lot of flowers on my skull. There. I wanted to make sure I left room. You can choose to do the radial pattern first and then go add another design, or you can do it this way. It's your choice. Remember, you are the artist. I'm going to add another flower up here. There's my sunflower. And then I'm going to add a pattern down the middle. Remember, on this one you're drawing half of a pattern because the other half will be on the other side. Continue adding pattern all over the skull, in the jaw, in the cheeks, and down the bridge. When you have it the way you like it, go ahead and trace it out. I'm going to go ahead and draw mine. Doing mine fairly quickly today. Please take your time and draw patterns. I'm drawing some overlapping pattern for some interest. We've talked about interest this year. This is a good time to use those skills that we've been applying so far this year. I'm going to do a small flower, and all my designs connect. There, my sugar skull's finished. What I'm going to do after this point is I'm going to go get my marker once again, put the cap on the end, and then go trace around my patterns. Go carefully, go around. Remember, don't push too hard or it flattens the tips out and it makes it harder for a fine line. There. I'm just about finished. My pattern's done. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to make sure the cap goes back on the marker. I'm going to push till I hear that click. Once I hear that click, I know the top is on tight, and I'll return this where it goes. You're now ready to move on to the next part, tracing. See the next video. Have fun!